Hi, dolls. Welcome back. It's me, Briana Marie. In every tutorial, I will say this so that you all know my name. Y'all already know what it is, but anyways, this is my lovely cousin, slash client that I am showing you how I do her makeup today. So, as you can see on other clients that I used to do, and the transformation to now what I do on my clients. So now my business is really popping because my makeup has gotten even better. So what I'm doing is I first did her eyebrows, which was I put back a primer on it. You already know I'll do this to lay the eyebrows down. And then I used LA Colors pencil in the shade, what is it? I think it's black brown. But it's not black, it's actually brown. It just looks harsh. Maybe I had a heavy hand or whatever. I always have a heavy hand. I don't know why, but that's just me. But I could have went lighter on the eyebrow pencil, so don't come for me in the comments, okay? Because she's lighter. She's actually lighter than me, but I could have went a lighter. I could have went a shade lighter on the pencil, but I'm just doing the bottom of the eyebrow first and then the top. As you can see, or as you already seen, her eyebrows are naturally already thick. So what I did was go on the top and the bottom, and I didn't even really touch the middle as much because I didn't want to take away from her natural brow, the thickness. But that's what I did, and then what I want to do is go in with my concealer that I use on my eyebrows, which is a MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC45. This is like a perfect color for her, like concealer. This can be an everyday concealer for her, but not for me though. So I went in with that one, and I went in with the lightest one. The lightest one that I use under my eyebrows actually can be like her concealer if she wants that dramatic look. But this one is like an everyday concealer for her. So I just went in with that. Most of the time, I go in with this on my clients, but then sometimes I switch it up and go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. Now the difference between the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and the LA Girl Pro Concealer, the LA Girl is more watery to me than the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. The MAC Pro Longwear Concealer is kind of thick to me and it dries. But the only thing that I don't like about the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer is that when it dries, honey. It stays in place, and sometimes it will start cracking on you when you don't set it right away. So I don't like that about that concealer, but I love it for the brows, and that's all I use it for, and to conceal the eyelids. Now I wanted to do a LA Girl Pro Concealer on the eyelids, but I didn't do that. So I just went on her eyelids with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer NC45 because you're not gonna see the concealer anyway. It really doesn't matter what concealer that you put on her eyelids to me, because you're going to cover it up with eyeshadow anyway. So I'm just taking that on a Zoeva concealer buffer brush, and I'm just buffing that concealer on her eyelids. And then what I'm going to do afterwards is set it with powder. So you see how also this concealer, it does dry fast, but then you really have to wait till it dries, because you don't want to put anything on this concealer wet, because it will soak that eyeshadow up and it will stain it. I don't know if you saw in like a previous tutorial that I did, but it was staining, so you have to wait until it's completely dry, or like you can dab your finger or put powder over it if you want to, so that it can dry quick. But I don't do that anymore. I put powder on when I cut the crease, after I put the powder on the lid after concealing it, and then I cut the crease again. I don't put powder on it again. I just leave it wet, wait till it dries a little bit, and put the shadow on top of it. But now what I'm taking is the shade. What is this shade? I always use this shade for my brow bone highlight. Now it's from the We Don't Care palette. You already know what that is. And I just use that gold on her shade because it's so pretty, so soft. And you can make it loud if you want to by adding a little bit more, but this just matches her pretty skin tone so real. So I had to add that in there on the brow bone to make it pop just a little bit. So this look is going to be dramatic, so you already know I'm for the dramatic look. So she just came to get her makeup done. Well, she came to talk to her cousin and stuff, you know, because she was going through weight issues, y'all already know. But if y'all are depressed about something, please go talk to somebody. It's like very important, and I stress that to all my dads. Go talk to somebody because your life is so much more important to losing it, okay? I just want to get that out there. Anyways, I took my first shade, which was Carmel. I went under the brow bone highlight, and then now I took my Anastasia Beverly Hills. No, I took my, I'm sorry. I took my Makeup Addiction palette, Flame of Love palette, and I grabbed those two shades that I always use. Everything will be in the description right below because I don't know the name of them. And I just put that right in her crease. Her crease is so perfect because she has a crease. Like, she has that deep socket where you can see her crease at. Like me, with hooded lid people, we don't have that. And I have to create a crease, cut crease, to get that effect that she has. So it was so fun doing her eyes. I absolutely love doing her eyes. And then what I'm going to do now is take the brown out of that palette, and then now I'm taking a black. Now the brushes that I'm using will be in the description right below. I promise you, I will put them in the description right below. And then I'm using this flower brush. I know what this is because this is my favorite brush to cut the crease. And I'm just cutting that crease with a MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45. I'm sorry that I'm talking so fast. This tutorial is going really fast to me, even though it's long. Yeah, I already know. And then sometimes I like my tutorials in the front to be long because I have to stress what I want to say to y'all. I have things to say. So, I mean, if you don't want to hear the things I have to say, then you can just skip this tutorial. It's always a skip button. It's not like you forced to watch the tutorial or anything like that. And if you don't want to watch it, then don't watch. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Right. Y'all have a choice to either stay or y'all have a choice to leave. Stop complaining. For those who be complaining, like, you don't talk too much. You talk too effing much. Like, just doing the most. But I just have to stress that. Like, I have to stress some things to you all. I have to talk to you all. I want to talk to my dads. So it shouldn't be a problem with that. But I'm just, I wiped a little bit of the corners off to blend that black in, and it stained a little bit. I hate when it does that, but it did. So I'm just blending those edges out. Blending is so important when it comes to eyeshadow. You have to blend everything in. Like, it has to be blended well too. So I'm just taking this shadow out of the Lime Crime palette. It is from the Venus palette, and it's this light, it's not even champagne, it's really pretty though. So it's like a white shimmery shade. I guess that's the way to describe it. So I'm putting that right where I have no color at, which is right on that lid. Don't go over the cut crease, stay under the cut crease. Basically act as if you are cutting the crease with the shadow. So that's what I did. And then now I'm going to go in with my well, after I blend this out again, the edges, I'm going to go in with my NYC liquid liner in black. And I ordered some more of these, y'all. I ordered some more liquid liners because I was running out. And then sometimes when you let your liners, when your liners get old, they tend to dry out and they don't give you that intense black color that you want. So I am going in with that. It's still black, but it's not intense, like fresh. So I'm going in with that liner. I could have made her wing a little bit more sharper. I don't know what I was doing. It was late and I was tired. Yeah, I was really tired. But I'm like, I have to get a tutorial out. If it's not me, it's gonna be somebody else. So I did have a video of her posing, and she did her hair and everything, but my memory card broke, and the memory card that broke, I had another client on that one. Anything that you would recommend, how to fix a broke memory card or how to retrieve image off of it, because it's like broke on the sides and it's not reading the card. So if you have any ideas or anything, please let me know. Just clean up that liner. Like I said, I could have made it sharper on, what is it, the left side of her eye. And I'm putting the glitter at right now, but that's okay. It still came out bomb. I love the look. I love it so much. And I'm just applying now Ambrosia Cosmetics with the glue I Envy. This is the eyelash glue that I'm using now. So I always apply my wing liner first because you all already know. I did this a long time ago, and I did this like some months or some years ago. I used to just apply the glitter and then I used to go over it with the liner, which made it really chunky. So I didn't like that. I applied these Beautifly lashes, and then now I did the face off camera. I tried to wipe some of that powder off. I don't know what the heck was happening. Some of it really wasn't coming off. Yes, Dallas, tell me what y'all think about me matching her, because I think I did a good job at matching her. Maybe the concealer might be too light, but like I said, that powder was tough to get from underneath her eyes. I don't know what was up with that powder that I used from Beauty Bakery, but I did contour with the Black Radiance kit, the light to medium, and it matched her perfectly. I love the contour shade for her skin. And then, like I said, I went in with the So Hollywood highlighter by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just highlighting her face, giving her a nice glow. It's not too much, it's not too less, it's just right. So I'm putting it on her cupid's bow, her cheeks, and her I didn't put it on her forehead, and I put some down the bridge of her nose. And then I want to take Black Lotto by Beauty Bakery and put this gel black liner underneath her eyes, which is in her waterline. I love a black gel liner in the waterline because it doesn't smudge like a pencil. And I want to take my Makeup Addiction palette, the Flame of Love palette, and grab those two shades that I use in her crease and put those on the lower lash line. And then I want to take my not Black Radiance. I want to take my mascara from Wet n Wild, but I want to use the wand from the Extended Play mascara from MAC and just mascara her lower lash line. And then we move on to lips. So I chose 3 combos to make a ombre effect of reds and burgundy. So the first shade that I went in with was Milani Matte Amore Liquid Lipstick, and in the shade Embrace. Or Flirt, yeah, Embrace. And then I went in with the shade Flirt from the same collection. And then I went in with MAC Retro, or their liquid lipsticks that they came out with. And I went in with that red shade. I don't know, I think it's called Grandstand. Yes, that's what it's called. And I put it right in the middle of her lips where the center is left pink. And I just made this a lip come out, and I love the way it turned out. So this was so pretty on her. She never had makeup on, and she loved it. At first I didn't think she liked it, but she loved it. She loved the way it turned out. So I'm just brushing in her eyebrows, and that will be it for the tutorial. I sprayed her, and she was ready to hit the streets, honey. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Here are some pictures of her. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.